And a special thanks and shout out to Community Ford Lincoln of Bloomington, Indiana, a certified Lincoln Black Label dealer, for allowing me to film this brand new 2019 Ford Ranger Lariat SuperCrew FX4. Hello everyone. Today, we're going to be taking an in-depth walk-around look at this brand new 2019 Ford Ranger Lariat. Now this is a SuperCrew in the FX4 trim, and it is painted in saber metallic and features the black leather interior. Now in the past I've already reviewed a 2019 Ford Ranger, but that was the XLT trim level, so we're going to take a look at how the Lariat is equipped. This is the same FX4 trim, so the dimensions are the same as the previous Ranger, but we'll go ahead and reiterate those as we move along. Of course, this is four-wheel drive. It does feature Ford's electronic shift-on-the-fly transfer case with trail control and electronic locking differential. The terrain management system, there are 4 terrain modes: normal, grass, gravel, snow, mud ruts, and sand. And for the off-road enthusiasts, this vehicle features a 126.8-inch wheelbase with a 28.7 degree approach angle, 25.4 degree departure angle, a ramp breakover angle of 21.5 degrees, with a ground clearance of 8.9 inches and a water fording depth of 12 inches at 8 miles per hour. And the sole available engine for the North American market at this time is a 2.3-liter TI VCT dual overhead cam 16-valve direct injection EcoBoost inline 4-cylinder engine. It features a twin-scroll turbocharger with a 10-to-1 compression ratio, and this engine creates 270 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, 310 pound-feet of torque at 3,000 RPM. Car and Driver estimates that the Ranger can move from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.7 seconds, with a 0 to 100 mile per hour time in 15.6 seconds, with a top speed limited to 105 miles per hour. It does feature a 127-inch wheelbase and a gross vehicle weight rating of 6,050 pounds, and Ford claims a 7,500 pound towing capacity with 1,560 pounds of payload capacity. And the Ford Ranger has an 18 US gallon fuel tank and consumes 4.5 gallons per 100 miles driven. EPA fuel economy estimates are 20 miles per gallon city, 24 miles per gallon highway with 22 miles per gallon combined. On my 20-mile mixed driving test, I achieved 19.4 miles per gallon. No manual transmission will be offered for the Ranger as of now. The only available transmission is Ford's 10-speed 10R80 Select Shift automatic transmission. It does feature sport mode and manual shiftability. And despite the fact that the F-150s are mostly aluminum, one has to realize that the Rangers were out before the F-150 current body style, and so less aluminum is used with the exception of the hood and the tailgate. The bed sides are stamped steel. Around the tailgate housing, you do have the large Ranger badge imprinted or embossed in the tailgate. Large LED tail lamps with LED turn indicators and LED backup lamps reside in the rear. You've also got the magnetic painted steel bumper with parking sensors. This vehicle does feature the tow package. It does feature 4 and 7-pin wiring. You have a bumper receiver plug as well as the frame-mounted receiver. Looking along the profile, this Ranger actually tends to look more like a Ford Explorer Sport Track from the early 2000s with a short bed and the long cab. However, I think it looks pretty good, especially in this color. And steering is vehicle speed sensitive variable rate electrically assisted rack and pinion. With the FX4 package, the steering gear is protected by a skid plate. Wheels are the 17-inch magnetic painted aluminum with FX4 specific hand-cooked Dynapro ATM 265/65R17 off-road tires. Front suspension is FX4 tuned AA arm with nitrogen pressurized coilover monotube design with off-road stability in mind. Rear suspension, it features a two-stage parabolic leaf springs with outboard mounted nitrogen pressurized shock absorbers for increased payload and off-road dampening. And take a look around the front. The Lariat differs slightly from the XLT with the grille design, however mostly remains the same. I do, however, like the magnetic painted grille inserts. You've also got LED projector beam headlamps with LED daytime running lights and incandescent turn indicators. The headlamps are housed in black bezels, and they look good contrasted with the magnetic grille surround. And down below, you do have a magnetic steel bumper. It does feature integral LED fog lamps, parking sensors, and a satin silver steel bash plate with tow recovery hooks. And one thing I did find is that the acceleration in the Ranger, despite being an EcoBoost, is actually very good with little to no turbo lag. Overall, the cabin is pretty quiet, the ride is smooth and controlled even for a pickup truck. And remote start is standard equipment on the Lariat. It's very easy to use. First you need to lock the vehicle by pressing the lock button, then double pressing the remote start button. And of course the Ranger is equipped with Ford's intelligent key smart key access system. By keeping the key fob in your purse or pocket, you're able to lock and unlock the vehicle doors. To lock, simply locate the divot in the door handle. Press it and the vehicle will lock. To unlock, simply wait a few moments and grab the handle as you would open it. The vehicle will automatically unlock. And taking a look inside, the Ranger is actually a pretty nice place to be with nice supportive leather wrapped bucket seats. And the door cards are nicely styled, albeit just a tad bit dated for current Fords. However, they are very nice for this truck. Padded stitch armrest. Magnetic gray inserts with satin silver door pulls. Power windows and power door locks reside on the door panel. You do have the premium Bang & Olufsen sound system, which sounds really good. Power mirror controls are on the dashboard, and they do feature heated elements with power fold away. You've also got the blind spot integration monitor, as well as signal repeaters. And moving down, you have your light control with auto lamp, fog lamps, and instrument panel dim. You've also got a leather-wrapped tilt and telescoping steering wheel. 6-way power driver and passenger seat with adjustable lumbar support and manual seat back adjust. And taking a look at the seats, they are very nice and very comfortable. They do have a decent amount of lateral support, high adjustable head restraints with tilt adjust, as well as height adjustable seat belts. You do have the Ranger logo embossed in the seat back. Alright, let's pan through the interior and show more details. As you can see here, nice fluid, easy to use, power assisted steering. It is a leather wrapped steering wheel with magnetic gray spokes, multifunction controls for the 2 display screens, as well as your adaptive cruise controls, and your sync audio and Bluetooth controls. Ford's aging digital dash with a central analog speedometer. You do feature various trip computer functions in the display readouts. Even though this dual LCD display is actually a pretty nice little system, it is starting to show its age a bit, and I actually prefer the analog instrumentation shown in the XLT myself. But pretty much any kind of information you ever want to know about your Ranger is in here. And of course you have your entertainment, phone, and navigation readouts on the right. Moving over the top, you do have a faux stitch leather dash. It's pretty nice, and you do have your center point speaker for the Bang & Olufsen system. Ford Sync 3 multi-touch display. It's pretty standard across the forward line. Touch response is very good. It does feature navigation, pinch to zoom, as well as swipe gestures, Apple CarPlay, Google Android Auto. You've also got controls for ambient lights, amongst other things. Overall, it's a very good system. Alright, moving down, or placing the vehicle in reverse does activate your reverse camera. It does feature active guidance lines. You've also got backup sensor integration, as well as trailer tow guidance. Redundant controls for audio and climate controls reside down below. You've also got two 12-volt power points, two USB charge ports. You got multiple buttons here for hill descent control, trailer tow. You've also got auto start stop, your rear parking sensors, your diff lock, terrain select, nice wide console with a real handbrake and two cup holders, and nice deep storage inside the padded armrest. Overall, the interior of the Ranger is very nice. Overhead, you have an automatic dimming rearview mirror. On the driver's side, sun visor, 3-channel HomeLink universal garage door opener. You have two overhead map lights. You've also got a dome override switch, sunglasses holder, and nice large vinyl sun visors which feature illuminated vanity mirrors. The sun visors do swing out as well as slide out on extension rails. There are no overhead assist handles. Alright, in this clip we are accelerating onto an entrance ramp for the interstate, and as you can see, getting up to speed is pretty effortless. I'm not really pushing the engine all that hard. We're already at cruising speed before we merge onto the interstate. And on the open highway, the Ranger is a very refined vehicle. It's very smooth, very quiet. You feel confident in driving it as it pretty much controls itself. There's a lot of safety features in this vehicle, including lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control with forward collision and brake support. You've also got blind spot monitors with trailer coverage, pre-collision assist with auto emergency braking, of course your integral rear view camera, and auto lamp with high beam adjust. Alright, moving to the rear seat, being a SuperCrew, it does feature a full rear seat. Nice attention to detail that match the rear door cards to the front door cards. The rear seat is a solid bench seat. It does seat 3 across with high adjustable head restraints on all passenger seating areas. The seat back does fold down, and the seat bottom cushion also folds up as one unit. You do have a fold down center armrest. It is a padded armrest with integral cup holders. You've also got a sliding rear window, a small storage tray, two USB charge ports, and a household style AC outlet. Located in the seat backs are two map pockets. Alright, because this is a SuperCrew, we have the 5-foot style side box. The tailgate is aluminum. The bed sides are stamped steel instead of top a fully boxed steel frame. Your bed dimensions are tailgate to ground liftover height are 33.8 inches with an inside length of 61 inches. Width between your wheel houses are 44.8 inches with an inside box height of 20.8 inches. Total cargo box volume is 43.3 cubic feet. Sadly, there is no tailgate assist, and this vehicle does not have a bed liner. Alright, and this does conclude our in-depth walk-around look at the 2019 Ford Ranger Lariat. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/neighborhoodcarreviews. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.